We're starting this.
Oh, we've started this already.
Several times.
Yeah, several
times. So we've had some pretty bad technical difficulty.
Welcome back to my basement, which is now finished.
Awesome.
Okay, so quick recap this time.
Well,
they went on a boil trip. It was cool.
Well, let's
middle of the road. Okay, moving on.
No. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about
it. Yes, I know we've talked a lot about it, but so we went down last weekend. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. We drove down. We put in at the raft takeout up by Hyatt.
The new raft takeout. The old Hyatt Marina.
Oh, that's the old one?
Yes.
Is over there?
On the other side.
I did not know that.
Hyatt was originally made. Yep. That's where the marina was. It was on the
interesting
northwest side.
Okay. So, yeah. Went over there.
Pretty awesome. There, drove down the river. And, yeah,
we can start using that a lot more, I think.
Surprised, but not surprised more people don't use it. It's obviously kind of sketchy a little bit, but we're not scared.
Yeah, we've definitely put in Hyatt a lot. It's worth it for the extra time. Because we figure it's about an extra, hour to Bullfrog, right?
Yeah, probably gave us
plus an hour
2 or 3 hours more of fishing.
Right, plus an hour of driving in the boat. So,
right.
Anyway, yeah, so we put in there, and yeah, we saw some boils.
Fishing boils, slurps. It was more fishing throughout the day. I've heard of a lot of people going down in the next few days, the coming weeks, so let us know how you guys do. It should only get better because there's still lots of shad available.
They're just a little small, so they just need to get a little bit bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it was good fishing.
Well, that was
fantastic fishing. And it gets better every time I talk about it.
Yeah, for the 5th time hearing it.
Good job, guys. We've had to redo this between 6 and 9 times.
Yeah, it's been technical difficulties. Let's just hope we make it through this one.
I'm going to be honest.
If we don't make it on this one,
we're done. We're done tonight. We're done for tonight. So, we are going to try another night if we cannot.
So let's try and get through this one.
Right. I'm going to be fully honest. Like, I'm starting to fall asleep here. Like, my monster from lunch is wearing off, and yeah, the caffeine rush is going down. So, but yeah, I mean, we caught a lot of fish.
It's a good trip. Good for you guys.
Caught a good mix. Caught some walleye. Caught some largemouth. Caught a lot of striper. Caught some smallmouth. I think crappie was the only one we didn't catch. Yep.
What else has been good? What's Utah Anglers Report been saying? Is Utah Lake hot right now?
It's always hot.
No, there's still a power bait shortage. you laugh at that, but there really is.
Well, isn't there going to be an algae bloom too? Unless there's already been one.
I'm sure there is. It's Utah Lake,
there's always
right?
one, yeah.
So yeah, that's the big thing, I guess, on Utah Anglers Report. The big news is that there's still a power bait shortage.
Really? They're really still talking about that?
Have you been into Sportsman's lately? There's just a fishing gear shortage in general.
Right. I mean, I walked past the reels or whatever, and there was like nothing.
Yeah.
But Corbin finally is going to get us a discount for working for Sportsman's, and there's going to be nothing to buy.
Right.
And then he'll quit. He'll quit the second they start getting things back.
Yeah. He'll start going back to school, and he'll quit the second they get shipments. So they have to be in stock for him to get that.
Right. I believe.
So he has to take it to go find it in the store, take it to the cash register.
Right. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I don't know. He just got his name badge today, so I'll quiz him more on it and ask him about it.
No, you'll take his ass to Sportsman's tomorrow and go see how it works. Stuff. Yeah, go see how it works. I'm serious.
I know the first thing he's gonna buy is an AR. He's gonna buy a gun. Yeah.
But he can buy other stuff too.
Right.
You just throw that on.
Right.
Throw it onto the counter.
Like I said, we need at least 6 Stratics.
Corbin's got a Venmo, right?
Yeah, Corbin's got a Venmo.
Okay. Perfect.
So like that, like I was just saying earlier on the last time we recorded this, my reel is dead. It binds at spots, so I need to get a new one. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a Stratic. So, because Shimano's the best. Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. Way better than Zebco.
We need to bring Corbin on here. Yeah. We need to bring Corbin on here and just we'll sit through a Sportsman's catalog right here and just go through it. We'll each make our own list. And then like
Christmas.
Yeah, like each month he'll just go and get us one thing. We'll Venmo him the money or whatever.
Yeah.
We should do that.
No, yeah.
Maybe next time. Maybe Corbin will.
He'll be the special guest next time.
Yeah, we'll bring him in.
So yeah, we went to Lake Powell. I went fishing last weekend too. I went to it's a secret place. I can't say that one. I really can't. Like, I don't want to spoil that one. That one's really good.
Is it the one we were talking about before we started recording?
Yeah, where is it your brother-in-law that knows everybody out?
My wife has family out there.
Yeah, and it was really good. I caught 2 over 18, and then 1 over 16. I didn't get exact measurements, but I used my my fly rod to measure it out, and they were hitting grasshoppers like crazy, so it was awesome. Big browns. It was pretty sweet. That's cool. I want to take you guys out there because it's just a cool place in general. One of the cool things about it is you're actually fishing on private land, but they grant public access, which is really cool. So, yeah, it was awesome. Went there with my buddy. That was one problem though. Is I took a friend of mine. He's a student with me on my rotation, and we went out there with his dog, and his dog's a golden retriever. So anytime you'd cast, he'd go try and grab it, and I hooked him one time and had to bend the barb and yank it out of him, the poor guy. So the dog's name,
every fisherman,
right?
Okay, here's a question: what's the worst time you've ever been hooked?
Preston, the worst time he's ever been hooked was by me, I'm sure, when we went.
It could have been worse. It didn't really hurt that bad.
I mean, it was right next to your eye, though.
Yeah, but it was on the thick, fatty part of the side, so it didn't necessarily hurt.
Did the treble go through?
Yeah, it wasn't a treble.
That's bad.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't a treble.
It was a barb.
But there was a barb. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't very fun. There's been some close calls where I'm unhooking a fish with treble hooks, and a hook's starting to go into a finger or something, but then luckily doesn't go any further. So I've had some close calls, but I've never had just full on.
Let's be honest, fly fishing usually is where these happen, right?
Right. I think you were saying you're using trebles or whatever, and you're trying to get a fish off of the treble. I've been hit by that multiple times. I hate it every single time. And it gets me pretty good. I mean... Yeah,
it goes in.
I think... Okay, remember that one time? It felt like it was going to be a lot worse, where I sat back. We had I think it was in Bonnie. Either Bonnie or Betty, one of those boats. And we had our big boil rigs, which had huge trebles on it. Yeah. And I kind of sat back in one area and slid. And it went right into my back. Back or whatever. I was like, oh crap, dude, that is gonna be so deep, because I could feel the hook pretty good. But I guess it didn't go. I think he just removed the hook or whatever out of the back, and it wasn't that bad.
Luckily, that was one of the bigger hooks.
Right.
The barb farther back.
Right. That's the only one I remember being like, oh crap, that's gonna be so bad.
And then it ended up not being that.
Yeah, that one actually didn't. I think I've been hit worse trying to get a treble out of a fish's mouth more than anything.
What's really bad is the only time I've ever had that is when I've done it to myself.
Right.
No one's ever hit me, but I've hit 3 people now. I hit Preston
with your fly rod you're talking about.
Yeah, I hit Preston. I hit Trevor, and then I hit Zach. My friend Zach, he's one of my oldest friends, and he's actually one of the people that listens to our podcast every single week. I got him into fly fishing, and I think our very first time ever going, I just nailed him super bad, and I was like, oh gosh, he's never gonna want to go again. And sure enough, he stuck it out. He's a trooper, but yeah, I feel bad because I've always been the one doing the hitting. I've never been hit.
And I'm actually kind of shocked too, because I know we've met people at Lake Powell that kind of laugh at the fact that we have it looks like
6 people on the boat,
1,000 people on this boat, but we do pretty good not hitting each other with hooks, and I'm actually pretty surprised we don't. There's some times where you'll feel it go whizzing by your head or something, and it's usually a kid,
right?
That's
it's one
really
of the kids,
casting, but I mean, there's been some close calls, but
I think one of the cool things though, one of the reasons we do better with it is we communicate really well. Especially boils, we're hey, I'm going left, you go right.
Yeah, and I feel like we all kind of know the spots on the boat to stand to cast.
Right, we figured out.
We all know
the safe zones.
Yep,
yeah,
there's some lanes in the boat that work.
Yeah, it's like situational awareness.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nixon was going back to cast, and he dropped the bucktail, and it landed like right on his head. He didn't like that. I don't think it hurt very much, but it just like pissed him off.
Right.
So
well, it kind of shocked him a little bit. Yeah.
And then it's been some close calls. I hate it worse when like I've had like my thumb get infected before, where you're just like your thumb gets rubbed raw from holding fish, and then like if you're on like a 3 or 4 day trip, that third day like it's painful.
It's sore, yeah.
So you're like using your opposite hand.
I was gonna say, do you guys? I usually switch because I know I get really bad.
Well, one of the
striper thumb or whatever you want to call it, like I get it really bad, so I'll try and switch.
Well, I got those.
More often than
I got
not.
those Sims gloves.
Do you put those on though?
Only if my striper thumb gets bad, or
really?
because every now and then I'll get like a sore from stripping.
Oh yeah.
And I'll put those on, and they've got little leather patches, and so you can lip all day, and it just hits the leather patch.
One thing I'll do is I'll like start to
those pussy fly fishermen.
Instead of like lipping it on the right here on the
soft
thumb,
hands.
I'll like kind of like deep throat the fish with my thumb, so the lips like down
Down,
farther on the thumb.
Yeah.
So that gets awkward, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
because you still get.
But you're not
ripped up
getting
a
it
little
like
bit,
on
but
that.
yeah.
But it's not as tough there, so you can't do it as many times.
Right.
But then like I've had multiple times where after the trip, days after the trip, like my thumb will just be like swollen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's probably infected.
Yeah.
From one of those thousands of cuts going into your thumb. Yeah.
Because then everything you're touching and doing after that, like, is painful.
Yep.
It sucks.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we kept a lot of fish too, and we made fish tacos. That was pretty good. What'd you do with your fish, Press?
Yeah, we fried them up.
Yeah, that was good. Speaking of that, I had
threw them in a baggie, filleted them at home, and threw that in the dumpster. Luckily, it was trash day the next day.
Oh, so it didn't reek to high heaven.
Animals get into it.
No.
But so I did some of the like best food I've ever done this past weekend. So I did like tinfoil fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I put one of those Uncle Ben rice packets in with the fish. So it was kind of like our cheesy rice that we were gonna say.
Yeah.
But you can get like different flavors of Uncle Ben's.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like one that was like lime cilantro, that was like kind of like a Mexican rice. That was super good. And then we did just like the rice with pilaf or whatever it's called.
Oh, that'd be good.
And it was like way good.
Don't we normally do like red beans and rice and stuff up in the Uintas with fish?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've done that before.
We've done that one.
And so it was just way good though. And now I also in my little like fly fishing tin, I carry a thing of lemon pepper with me wherever I go now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea.
That is probably a good idea.
But it was good. I miss eating fish, dude.
So, I don't know if we've done a podcast since we went to Strawberry and camped in the Narrows.
Oh yeah, and I didn't go on that trip. Yeah,
and
what happened there?
It was good. It was good. We actually did pretty good.
Preston said you caught a handful on the fly rod.
Yeah, that was pretty cool when they were coming up, and you were able to, get it out there. You could see him coming from, 10 feet under. Oh, here he comes, just waiting.
Kind of the jaws, the donut.
Yeah. I would say the tube outperformed the fly, but just comes from
I'm sure it did.
But we kept a couple small ones, and we just put them over the fire with no lemon pepper or anything. It was pretty good.
It was still good.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
I mean, fish is still fish, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that trip was pretty cool. I liked camping in the Narrows. I didn't know there's full on camp spots.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they like fire pits built up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had some.
Yeah, we just pulled up there and
camped.
Yeah, slept on the boat. There was some weird camp next to us.
Oh, 1 a.m. A boat pulls up probably 50 yards, maybe more.
Yeah,
maybe
so we pull up
yards.
before
was it
dark.
Jimmy Lynn?
We pull up an hour before dark, get things set up.
Yeah.
They're not even there.
Yeah.
And of course, dark is at 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the summer.
It gets dark probably an hour into it. They pull up finally. And then they're there for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh.
And then they leave. And we're like, okay, maybe they grabbed their stuff and they're out. And then like 1, 2 in the morning, they come back. Like, where did they go?
And then they're like
yelling,
chopping wood, yelling at each other. And this
At
is
1
a.m. 1 a.m.
Wow.
It is dead silent.
Yeah, it is the calmest night ever.
And I just hear this one guy. We were sleeping in the boat, so we were, we could kind of see what was going on. So I'd like peek my head up and like kind of look around, and one guy's doing something on the boat, one guy's up on shore building this huge ass fire. Like at 1 a.m. Like, why are you building this huge fire?
Kinda
You're
like-
going to sleep probably.
Kind of like what we do at 6 a.m. or
Right,
6
right.
p.m. in the winter when we camp at
like
Lake Powell.
So I told Preston, I don't know if he heard it, but one guy was like building a shelter on his boat with like one of those emergency blankets. You know,
What?
like one of those foil looking.
Yeah,
things.
what?
He's like, I'm building a windbreak, and no wind. There's no wind right now. There's no wind. And I was just like, dude, these guys are annoying the hell out of me. Like, it got to the point where I was getting pretty mad. But then it died down pretty quick after that.
Like
But-
And then they got up and just left.
Yeah, at like
You'd expect them to just like sleep half the day or something,
yeah.
and then they just get up and
yeah, we got up at like 6 something, and they
So-
were like up and just left.
they had some craw traps and
So it was
Not sure
shut
what they're
those,
doing.
and then just
methamphetamine influence.
Probably.
Because let's be honest, when you're on meth, you build shelters and build fires.
Apparently, to protect you from the wind that doesn't exist at the moment. It was
gotta
bad.
fight off this wind.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's the best windbreak, those emergency blankets, but whatever, man.
So wait.
It was a good trip though. It was fun.
So this is bringing it
totally-
up. There's a couple more trips, and so I went with Trevor. You guys went to Strawberry, and then we went to Powell.
Oh yeah.
Is that all the trips? Because I
Yeah.
didn't even remember the Strawberry one.
Yeah, the strawberry one's been a while. It's been about a month
Okay.
since we were up there. I haven't been
think
back.
I
It was good
have.
fishing too.
Yeah, we need to go back.
we need to go back. Yeah.
Because I bet that deeper tube bite, just like in the middle of Renegade.
Oh, it's just always.
Oh, is that what you were
I don't know.
doing? Just like floating the kind of like we normally do, just
Yeah.
doing a drift on Renegade.
Yeah, and they were there.
Yeah, they were in those same holes. Yeah.
And then if it's a
feel like-
little bit windier, I'm sure the topwater fly fishing bites probably turns on.
Yeah.
Was it pretty calm when you guys were there? Because
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
pretty
pretty
calm.
calm. It was a pretty calm trip.
There would be a slight breeze here and there, and we'd bust out the fly rods really quick and try and see what we could get.
So with the fly rods, like when you'd land your ant, because you guys were using ants, right?
Yeah.
Would they hit it with after a twitch?
No.
Or would they just hit it there, kind of just sitting there?
No, I mean we'd kind of see them, we'd kind of spot them, and then we'd try and
Oh,
cast
so
out.
you'd actually like sight
Yeah.
fish it.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least when I was throwing it, Preston was doing a lot more, just kind of trying
Just
everything. Yeah.
Poking around.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I threw it out there when we were seeing them, pretty much spotting them and casting towards them. So, but it was good. Yeah, we do need to go back up to Strawberry.
Yeah, I
It's
love
been,
strawberries.
It's been a little while, so it'd probably be worth
How
a try. I haven't seen any reports lately from.
How many did you catch altogether?
Oh, we caught quite a few. Yeah. What do you think?
Probably cut 20 or 30 a piece,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
The next morning was a little hard. For
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah, we weren't catching it.
Like I caught one on the first cast. And we
That's
had a couple
that's the
hours.
curse, though. Huge
Right.
fly fisherman. That's
Might
Ben.
as well just go home.
That's
and
what he
fish.
always says, is that it's like the first cast curse.
And I don't know if it's because there was just so much pressure from the day before or what, but I don't
It
know.
was calm too.
It was calm. You know what was probably the best is we went to the back of Renegade.
Really?
The actual bay.
The back?
And we were just kind of slowly made our way out.
Interesting.
Dude, you caught like 4 or 5 casts in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably the best.
So that's really good fishing.
Oh, yeah, it was really good.
So I guess what we're getting is,
That was like end of June?
Yeah, like I said, it's almost a month
so
ago.
even the summer is really good at Strawberry. That's kind of what
This
I'm getting
year.
at. Yeah.
This year.
Cool. Why do you think that is, though?
I don't know. I mean...
Or is it all that way all the way? I mean, we never really fish Strawberry a whole lot in the summer, so.
It's true. I don't know.
I feel like it just... I don't know. You can go there one day and kill it the next day. Kind of like the morning we had. You can go and it can be a struggle. But I don't know what it is that does that. Whether it's fishing pressure or...
Gotcha.
Yeah, weather
We'll have to
related.
see. Need to get back out.
Yeah. So we talked about the boil trip. Did a quick recap on that. Talked about the strawberry trip. Talked a little bit about my... So I guess the one question I kind of want to just ask like our viewers and the people listening, like, because we talked about, and then this is just something that came in my head. We talked about like eating fish. Like, what's our favorite way to like prepare fish and eat fish? Because I love eating fish, and I was reminded that this last weekend. Like,
give me the cheesy rice and fish.
You like the cheesy rice?
Give me the cheesy rice.
So what? Explain what that is. Explain what it is.
So I don't know if your dad just made it up. Preston's dad. Did he just make it up?
Yeah, just kind of a spin on the foil fish.
Yeah, I mean it started at Lake Powell, at least for me, just filleting bass, and then we'd bring pre-cooked rice, so we just dump that in the foil, put the fillet on, and then just dump
Tostitos.
Yeah, like any nacho cheese, but I think it's turned into just the Tostitos queso. You can even dump on there. And then you just put it over the coals for like 20 minutes, maybe, flipping it once.
Yeah.
And then you just open it up, and it's good.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's one of my favorites, too.
It's probably mine.
And he started adding, too, the like little green chilies.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just throwing in some spice. Yeah, it's good.
I don't know. What you find the little chilies in like the Hispanic food aisle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's just filling.
Yeah.
You could eat a lot. That whole meal and you feel good.
Yeah, it's true.
That's one.
Okay, that's yours?
Yeah.
That's pretty hard to beat. Then just a regular fry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at least at Powell. So you get that, and then sometimes with the tacos, everything just involving just filleting the fish, making sure everything's boneless, and then you can do quite a bit of stuff. But yeah, the cheesy rice is really hard to beat.
Yeah, I like the cheesy rice. I don't know. I think my favorite is fish tacos, though. I always like fish tacos.
Yeah, I like fish tacos. I just like the easiness of the cheesy rice.
Yeah, the fish tacos is far more involved. I agree with that.
You have to like bring a much more stuff, but...
We need a good trout recipe, though. I like just throwing trout in foil or just cooking over a fire, but man, if somebody could teach us a way to like debone,
dude, what
trout.
we need is Hungry Jack.
Hungry. Yeah, you're gonna do a shout out to another YouTuber. You just need to put a fish on top of Hungry Jack hash
browns with a red onion chopped up. That's all you need. And some butter.
So he'll like slowly fry it, and then he'll like debone it as he can.
Yeah.
So that's just the real question, though. It's like
the Hungry Jack.
I mean, it was every video he ate the fish the exact same way.
Hey, if anybody listening to this like knows a good way of deboning trout, I think we're all
teach us.
Yeah.
Teach us.
Link us to a video or something.
Yeah, I'll be your sensei.
Yeah.
Or your student, or you'll be the sensei.
Yeah, because trout's so good, but it's a pain.
It's tough to deal with.
Around the bones.
Yep. I agree. Big time.
Yeah. So yeah, what's your guys' favorite way to eat fish?
Yeah, the fry is really hard to beat too, especially with that Louisiana mix.
Oh yeah, that your dad found. Was it your dad that found that?
Yeah. We used to do like Ritz and
Ritz cracker. Yeah.
Do a few other different things. That's kind of involved though too.
Yeah.
With the Louisiana stuff, it's just it's the blue one. It's like the little bit of crunch, I think.
Well, there's the blue and the yellow. The yellow's got a little bit of spice. The blue has got more crunch.
Yellow.
The yellow has the yellow.
Yeah, the yellow has the like spiciness to it.
And
it's
the
like
red's
I'd probably like that one more.
It's really good.
The red's more like the blue beer batter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So try the Louisiana fish fry, and then a fryer. Ever since we went to a fryer, it's hard to beat that.
Okay, continuing.
But you need a good generator for that, right? Okay.
Continuing.
I watched this. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me go on one little tangent.
Okay.
Have you guys heard of Jackery generators?
Jackery?
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe we should look it up. I don't know. Maybe after this, but that guy was telling me about the stealth camper. Like he has one of those. It's an electric one. I'm pretty sure.
Jackery?
Yeah, Jackery. I think it's made in the USA, or it could be Canada. But he runs like a ton of stuff on it, and I was pretty impressed. Yeah, there's like different sizes and stuff.
It's got like black and orange.
Yeah, and you can charge it, I was just looking
So
at
you
that.
charge it before you go out?
Or, yeah.
And then you slowly
just drain
feed
it
off of it.
But I mean, what do we have now? A Yamaha? That thing's been working great. So
Yeah, the Yamaha's great.
But I just saw this one. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we
just
put
a little electric one.
We just put like half a tank in last time. Just ran all night.
Yeah,
Great.
and you can't even hear it.
Yeah, that's been most.
You know where we camped? Okay, so
for boils.
Yeah, so we camped where me and you camped. The first time we went down with Betty and Mullen, and we figured out we could
Oh, really?
plane out.
And we took the video of me cruising by. Right?
Yeah, and you were standing on the rock. And
that was awesome.
Yeah, there's like that big rock to stand up.
So you guys camped on the horn, basically.
We camped on the horn.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason we camped
That's
there
where
is
all the boils were.
all the boils were right there.
You know, we've done pretty good with boils there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably been one of the most active areas.
They were right there, and right as you go around the corner, right before you get to score up.
Yeah.
That's where the boils were.
You remember that one year? I think it was the really shizzy hot year. We were coming home, so we were headed back to height, and we had got to the horn, and they were just boils.
We had all the
everywhere.
pads.
Yeah.
Remember on the shade in the boat? We had all the pads strapped to it, like 69
Corbin was
pads.
passed out, sleeping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, of course, that's the whole trip. But yeah, that part of the lake around the horn there was just boil.
Yeah, we had to leave that day, but it was just like
you can't leave it. We'd have to just stop and fish them.
That might be the last really good boil trip I think I've been on.
Yes, that was really
trolling
good.
motor was like dying.
Yeah.
You're right. That was the and for me too.
Really
That was
one.
the last like really solid one.
And when was that? Was that 2017?
Yeah.
Or 18?
Maybe
it's probably 17.
17,
I think.
yeah.
Was that the year before we camped in Farley?
I wasn't on the trip that you guys camped in.
I think it was older.
It was probably was it?
It was like 17.
I think it was 17, and that wasn't that the trip that like Corbin like helped Frankfurter.
No, oh, that was after. That was after.
Okay.
Yeah, that was The
so
Farley one.
That had to have been like 16.
No, because I think that was 18. Oh no, because Corbin's gone, huh?
Right.
Anyways, I guess we don't have to get into that.
Yeah, but so here's the question before we went on the tangent.
Yeah,
Continuing on the food, because Preston and I had probably the best lunch we've ever had. It was really good. Okay, so it was, get this.
Let me hear this crap you guys probably.
It was a packet of lemon pepper tuna with 2 packets of jalapeno pepper tuna with dill, mayo, avocado, like guacamole type, like avocado crunched up in it. What else was in there?
Some lime,
like fresh lime, and then diced red onion, right?
Yeah, onion.
And it was so good.
Yeah, it was delicious.
And we put it on a pita with romaine lettuce.
Yep. There's maybe 2 things you just listed that I would even try. The jalapenos and one other thing, and everything else was
so good. And I mean for like boils too, because it's it's 110 degrees.
Yeah, it was like cold
and refreshing, and it was just good.
You know what's funny is I can't remember if it was a boiled trip or not. Me and Preston, it was in one of the older boats. We were cooking Chef Boyardee in the middle of boil because it was super hot. We were like, let's go find some shade and get us a nice hot meal, because that's the smart thing to do. You remember that? We're sitting there cooking Chef Boyardee over this little little propane
stove. Yeah.
It was good.
So
good,
guess what we
could throw that in the mix again.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. Maybe not during boils.
Raviolis.
Yeah, I liked it. I think we had raviolis and beefaroni. Nice hot meal.
Guess what else we had? The food was interesting this past trip. We had tamales for dinner.
Oh yeah,
those are good.
That we only
did that one time when I've been there. We need to do those more.
This one worked out great because
they were
really
like
hot.
Steaming.
Yep.
So it was so hot, it's so hot. Like,
probably doing that before you even got them on a pan or anything.
So we got we didn't cook them on a pan. We got a Ziploc, dumped water in it, put all the tamales in it, sealed that up,
put it on the dash,
put another Ziploc, put it on the dash, and it like perfectly steamed them.
See, that's cool. That's the way to go.
And it was so good.
That's the way to go.
And we had the La Victoria's green sauce.
You could probably do that almost every like Powell trip,
right?
Besides the early March trips,
right? Definitely. And you like tamales, right?
Oh yeah. Because
I've got to ask you. You're the one
The picky one.
Nixon, and Corbin are
just
the picky
corn
ones.
and meat.
Yeah.
Like
when it's simple like that, love it.
You like corn?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that.
So I guess maybe that's probably the next thing I want to ask, like, all our viewers is, like, what's your favorite boat food? And what's your guys' favorite boat food?
Chef Boyardee might be the number one.
Really? Chef Boyardee?
No, it's been so long since we did
brown
that.
sugar Pop-Tart and a Mountain Dew.
Yes, the brown sugar Pop-Tart. Yes.
Mid-morning.
Yep.
After you've woken up and you fished for like 2 hours. You didn't eat because you want to fish.
Yep.
And then you're like, okay, I need something.
Yep.
Snag. After you get a snag and you break off.
That might be one of the original boat snacks we've had was like from the beginning was, hey, let's just take Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew and we'll call that, we'll just call that breakfast and that's all we.
So that first Boyle trip, I remember we bought a whole ton of muffins.
Oh, yeah.
That the Crows got. Preston brought muffins this time. Yeah, those like apple crumble ones.
Yeah, those ones are good.
It was so good.
Yeah, those are the ones the Crows ate. Though.
Right.
Blueberry, yeah.
That might be one of my favorites. Is those muffins? Those muffins.
Those are
sweet.
good.
The Costco muffins. And then of course Hostess, right? Hostess is one of the best boat foods of all time.
Gotta have a Hostess.
This time we had peanut butter ding dongs.
Yes, those are so
they good? Are they?
They are so good.
Yes.
I haven't tried them yet, but man, they look good.
Yeah, the peanut butter ding dongs.
And then remember the fudge brownies I got a couple times ago? Those were really good too. I don't know if those were Debbie's or Hostess though.
Probably Debbie's.
Our cupcakes weren't good this time because they were smashed.
Yeah, they were
melted.
Yeah, they were melted, dude. Yeah, melted cupcakes. That's how hot it was.
Yeah. Well, you know what I like right now is the Rice Krispie treats that we bring.
Yeah, those
they
are really
don't
good.
melt,
and they get
just
better.
Perfect.
The warmer they are, the better they are.
Those ones are pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I don't know what my favorite is. Something Hostess probably. Boat snack wise.
Well, okay, so chips and salsa.
Yeah,
that's
chips
a good
and
one.
Salsa.
That's a good one.
That's a boiled. That originated on a boiled trip.
Yeah,
we bought it from the Heights store.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like.
Did you guys go there?
In.
Did you guys go?
No, we didn't.
It's just on the other side, so.
You didn't want to walk up there.
Holy crap!
That long hike.
The freaking Stan's Burger Shack. There was like 69,000 people Sunday coming back. It was unreal.
Yeah, it's Lake Powell in the summer. Especially, I feel like more people are getting out this year.
Yeah,
so
that's
Powell's
so
just
true.
gonna be packed.
Yeah, there were
Sunday
so many
coming
people.
back. It was bad.
Did you guys stop and eat there?
No.
Okay,
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
We gotta get a new place to eat.
I know, me too. I hate it. But Nixon, the second we got in the car, he's like, "Can you call? Can you see if they're open?"
Oh my.
Yeah.
And he was like sleeping on the way home. Wakes up like 10 minutes out of Price. Hey, did you call Pizza Hut yet?
Okay, so I'm not a Pizza Hut fan.
I hate Pizza Hut. It's my least favorite.
And that Price one, it tastes different than all the other Pizza Huts.
It does.
It's like tastes so generic. It's so generic.
Although those breadsticks are so good.
Right. Okay. Those I don't mind there. I could just eat that.
You can't ruin
those.
Good. You can't ruin
what
those.
you should do is we should compare the Pizza Hut pizza to 7-Eleven pizza. And I bet it would taste the same.
Give me 7-Eleven pizza.
Tastes like Tombstone pizza. Tastes like Tombstone. That's what I think.
Did you know that the 7-Eleven pizza, they deliver that? You can get delivery from 7-Eleven on the pizza? Yes.
I need to try that. Next podcast, we'll try delivery from 7-Eleven.
I don't know if I want. Who's delivering it? Is it just like Grubhub?
One of the old smoker ladies who works it.
It's got to be just a Grubhub.
One of the Durka.
Is that
probably just Grubhub.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. So, but yeah, favorite boat food. That's a good discussion. I could go on. There's so many good things to eat, man. Beef jerky, some good old BJ.
Yeah.
Everybody loves BJ, especially the teriyaki. Oh yeah, that was one of the best ones we ever did. Is when we got all those nuggets at Strawberry and
we did it at Lake Powell. We did it at Lake Powell too.
I wasn't there.
We've done it in the UNs as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Me and Andrew have hiked Chick-fil-A.
6 miles in,
4 hours. Yep. About 4 hours. From the time we ordered it to the time we ate it was probably what? Probably a
Too
good 8 to 9 hours.
Yeah, but it comes in a little tinfoil bag.
Did we even put it on ice or anything?
No.
I don't think we did. I think we just... I felt a little weird that night. I remember, but I think it was just because I ate so much food after hiking.
We ate a ton.
Yeah.
Because we ate steak and Chick-fil-A.
Peter's dad didn't want to eat his full Chick-fil-A or something. I can't remember. Like, because we brought like 2 for everybody.
Speaking of that,
Corbin didn't or something.
Speaking of that, my dad has been very lax on his diet lately.
Oh!
Super lax. Like, so the other day we're getting tacos and we look over and it's like, Dad, you're eating the tortilla. And he goes, yeah, there's just nothing I can do about it.
So he's slowly broken him down. Huh?
I think he's slowly breaking, yes. I mean, that's how sin gets you, right?
Well, he's got to realize...
You can't just jump him into like a Snickers. We got to slowly...
He's got to realize that he's fine.
Right. He was pre-diabetic.
He is like...
He wasn't even diabetic.
He wasn't full blown. He was just pre.
No, he was just half gone.
Yeah, he's
good.
Once a week, a few times a month is fine.
Well, I think
more than fine.
Right.
And he was like denying like once a year, like a soda pop.
I think right. I think the biggest problem too is like he could literally eat whatever he wants if he exercised.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't exercise. So that's the balance. It's like if we could get him
finding time.
No, now with his new job, he's got more time than he's ever had.
Yeah.
He could exercise 3 days a week easy right now.
Just go for a walk.
The problem is
that's
though,
a soda right there.
Here's the big problem is 14 hours and then a day off. The last thing you want to do is get up and exercise. Lay down. Right. So that's where it's at right now. But
yeah, I get that.
Well, if we go on a Uinta trip.
Oh,
he's drinking one every day.
You know what he started eating too? Bananas. He never used to eat bananas because they had too many carbs. So we're breaking him in. We're slowly getting him. One day he'll be up there, Twinkie and
in one hand and an apple beer,
in the other.
One.
We'll get him.
I want to watch him chug like 3 cans of apple beer.
Just watch him get apple beer drunk.
I want to see him shotgun an apple beer.
I've done that before. It sucks. It's way
watch
too much
him
fizz.
Eat corn on the cob, then chug an apple beer. Eat another corn on the cob. Eat or drink apple beer. He'd probably love that.
Oh yeah.
With a massive thing of watermelon.
He'd just die. He would die right after. And he'd be smiling.
Yeah.
We need to do a Uinta trip though.
We do. It's
do
hard.
We want to try to go before hunting or what?
I don't know.
When are you guys going for hunting?
Like I don't know. Are we going? Are we doing that? Or what's the plan?
Well, I was telling Roland Sunday to try to take it off.
But when?
Like,
when are we looking? The one Labor Day?
Yeah,
like that week Labor Day?
Weekend of Labor Day into the next week. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm up for whatever. I probably don't have enough hunting stuff anyway. I mean, I'll do it, but
dude, I'm telling you, this would be the year to shoot something too. Even a cow, elk, or something like that. The price of meat just skyrocketing.
I wonder.
I'm good to just go up there and just chill.
Just fish.
Yeah.
Just fish the stream and stuff. Go build bridges.
It was so nice this past weekend, like just going up and camping.
But where'd you guys camp?
So we
if
just pulled up.
Give away your...
No, so we drove up and we just found a little pull off, and Trevor and his dog slept in the bed of my truck, and then I put up my hammock and I slept in my hammock, and it was like awesome. The hammock was like perfect.
Yeah, we need to plan a trip, a little camping one or something. I'd even do the Narrows at Strawberry again.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, like this weekend. It's the holiday weekend. What are you doing?
I don't know. We're supposed to do something with family. We got family coming in, so
family ruins everything.
We were trying to go camping, but I checked everything. Like anywhere that Jess would want to go is just packed.
See,
it's packed everywhere.
Okay, so
everywhere
not
right
just
now.
Moosehorn, but everyone near it is just.
Did you look on Moosehorn?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like nothing except if you go on like a Wednesday or something.
There's like 2 or 3 that are like Sunday night available.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. So we were talking earlier before, on one of our 12 takes with technical difficulties.
The ones you guys will never see.
Right. We were talking. So we were talking. The outtake, the lost tapes, the Dungee lost tapes. Yeah. So we were talking about this, like, just how it's been a while since we've had a really good boil. do you think part of that is because we're just not hitting it at the right time? And here's my next question that goes along with that. Were we hitting it at the right time because none of us had families yet? None of us had kids? You weren't married. That first boil trip, you weren't married.
Yeah, I was.
Were you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you definitely...
I've been married for like 2 or 3 years, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have been.
Yeah, because we had like...
Oh, no, you're right. Because
you had the good
both you and Samantha were working at LCTC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when we were first married.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I remember that. But no kids. So we basically could go like, oh, we're reading good reports, and then we'd bounce. We'd go.
Yeah, but I feel like we've gone... Like last year, we went pretty much when there should have been big boils.
And there just wasn't.
It was pretty similar to what you guys probably saw this year.
Right.
Quick little slurp/boils. You'd see like 4 or 5 jump, in a certain spot, and you go over in there kind of slurping. And that was like prime time. That was probably like the 17th or 18th of July.
Yeah. And they'd go down real easy.
Yeah, and we were there, for 3 days.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the cycle of shad, cycle of stripers, a mixture of the two.
One thing I have noticed is like there's not as many mussels anymore.
It's probably lake level.
Something about lake level. They're there.
Yeah.
Obviously, but yeah, I haven't seen them. They're like not as visible right now.
Right.
So people have been asking like on Wayne's Words, like when to go for boils. I've seen people saying a lot of August. For some people, like August is their like prime.
Which maybe that's what we missed in the past couple of years.
Maybe
they're just
they're also saying
we've been going in July.
Yeah.
In the same, in their same sentence, they've been saying like, well, you tell me when to predict, and So I don't know. I think it's one of those things that's not as predictable. To me, I think we've kind of narrowed it down to like mid-July.
To like early
That's when
August.
we've done our best.
Good.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a slurp or a boil in mid-July.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna see those.
You're gonna see them.
Whether they're big, huge,
right.
Boil fields.
That don't get spooked at all.
Right.
That was one interesting thing about this trip. I don't know if you saw it in the video. Did you see the one where I cast out with my fly line and they all went down at the same time?
No. Did the line scare them?
We did that twice.
It happened twice.
There was another one where we're on the horn and there was like different pockets of them, and we went to go chase one.
Turned on the big motor.
And like as soon as
we hit the throttle.
They all did that like and went down. And we weren't even like that close to them. So they were like pretty spooky for some reason.
That's interesting.
And that had never happened to us before, where it like spooked like that.
I wonder if it's because they have to like the shad are too small, so they have to like concentrate and focus like on doing something to corral them. When later the shad are bigger and they're just like losing their mind.
Right.
Nothing bugs them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe August is the time to go right now.
Right. Who knows?
Maybe it's just the cycle of how they. I don't know.
So if we go in like August,
yeah, you get your week off in
so
August.
That's
so I'm saying maybe
August 7th to 17th, I have got 10 days off.
I got it in my phone.
Like instead of just
I asked you like 5,000 times.
Instead of just a lake wide, maybe we could. I'd be good with just like going
a really solid boil trip in the north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trying to put in a hide again, and then just be right there.
I'd be okay with that too. I still want to do the lake wide trip. So
I do too.
We were talking about this. Like one of the things I've been watching a lot on YouTube right now is that AP Bassing. He's doing a lake wide of Lake Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So he's started in Chicago and then he's going, through Wisconsin, Minnesota, Wisconsin, up and around, coming back down. Like I want to do that with Lake Powell. I think that would be such a cool, not only video but just experience.
Do like spring or something.
I mean,
that would be really cool.
Weather's better for spring. But the reason I would...
Well, the weather would be best for, like, fall.
Fall, yeah, that's what I'd do.
Oh,
wind is going to be terrible.
No wind,
in the spring.
yeah.
Maybe that's what we should do.
The main reason I want to do it now, though, is because...
Well, when we were talking to Flipper, he's like, when the best time to fish Lake Powell, he's like, is the week of Halloween.
Yep.
Really? Which we've been down there and done pretty good. It's just the hours you have in a day. are very limited.
What? Well, when did they change when do you lose the hour?
It's like that first weekend in November.
First week. So I wonder if we went
you can just look it up.
So the big thing though is the one reason I want to do it now, like during the summer, is you get boils the whole way. You're gonna get boils, top to bottom.
I'd kind of like to do it the other times though to compare.
So that's a good point. Compare parts.
In
of the
a video, you'd be fishing for a day, up in the far north, and you could really just be okay, here's the north, here's the mid part of the lake, and you could really just day by day compare it. I
mean, if we did do that, we'd have to probably do it next year, because there's no way I'm gonna have time off in the fall long enough to do a lake wide this year.
So maybe a quick boil trip for August?
Yeah, maybe we do that.
During that week?
Yeah.
Let's get up to Strawberry, though.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I still want...
Not that you guys are going to do that. You guys are going to watch us do that, hopefully. Yeah, we need to...
I still want to take the...
I think Strawberry is probably going to be good. Or we could go up...
Jordanelle is always fun, too.
Dude, Jordanelle's so freaking packed. Every time I look on Instagram, their Instagram is parking is full.
I got you.
Try again in 4 or 5 hours.
Wow.
It is probably just
slam
cluster right now.
I do want to take, before my rotation ends, I want to take David up there with me. David's my,
I thought you guys took him.
No.
I thought you were going to go.
No, we didn't. We ended up having to reschedule and stuff like that, so... I do want to take him before.
One thing I like about Strawberry is even when Strawberry is packed to the max, it doesn't hurt the fishing.
You can find areas to fish.
It's just such a big lake.
And there's less weight,
Yeah, the recreational
You're not going to get
people
the wakeboarders
5
feet away from you.
Yeah.
Oh, side note, get this. So, David invites me to his house, right? His dad was a dentist, and his dad's big thing was fishing. We go over to his house and he's showing me his old rods. He's got first edition G. Loomis rods. He's got a 1973 Orvis bat and kill that's a bamboo rod. We look it up on the internet. It's a $4,000 rod. He's got the ultimate fishing collection. He's got the first ever line of sages ever made. It was ridiculous.
By Eagle Claw?
Dude, see if he'll give you some. Or
by Eagle Claw.
Buy them out or something.
Well, I asked him.
He doesn't know any better.
And he does now because I told him.
You ruined it.
The problem is it's
you
all...
You blew it.
He was like, I'd never do this anyway because it's all his old, his dead dad's rods. So
He can't use all of them.
True.
What are they doing? Where were they sitting? In some closet somewhere?
Yeah.
Right.
Just one.
Would you rather whatever your name is, David, Brandon, whatever, would you rather have them used by us lovingly, or would you rather have them sit in a closet?
Closet. Because I would not use it.
Well, it's a fly rod, so you would use the Loomis ones. He had a bunch of saltwater Loomis rods and stuff like that. It was cool.
Oh.
So, but yeah, let's do Strawberry. Let's get up there.
Yeah.
We need to figure out what we're doing with the boat. So we got a new boat.
Yeah, that's a new development since our last podcast.
Well, we know what to do with I know what to do with the boat.
And when he says new boat,
it's an old boat.
It's a new old boat.
19.
Oh, did I tell you? Somebody on Instagram was messaged us and was like, "You bought that boat?
You bought
off that boat.
You bought
so
Willie.
many times.
You bought Willie's boat. It was something like that. It's like they knew exactly whose boat it was. It was.
That's
it was
cool.
The guy we bought it from's boat.
That's cool.
And anyway, it's a new old boat.
We need to take that somewhere. I don't know where we should test it first. Mirror Lake
Salem Pond.
That's what we need to do.
Man.
Oh, let's take it. Okay.
To what, Salem Pond?
No, you know that crappy reservoir up Spanish Fork I had to go to when my family was here?
No. What?
Is
it on the
Spanish Oaks?
Is it on the hill?
Yeah,
on
it's
the ledge?
up higher.
Okay.
It's at the mouth of the canyon.
Right, but it's up on a.
But it's up higher.
Okay.
We could take it there just to see
Is it just a wakeless?
Oh yeah, it's just this little dinky like.
How big is it? I've always wondered. I've never been up there.
Like 69 feet wide by 420
okay, you know, like
feet long.
the retention pond like at Hobble Creek.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit smaller than that.
Oh, that's pretty small.
Yeah.
That's really small. You can put boats on that?
Yeah, there's a little ramp and everything.
Really?
Yeah. We could just walk it down and walk the trailer.
Right, yeah.
Put it right in.
Did you guys catch anything? Talk about that fishing trip.
Oh my gosh. That was a horrible experience. So over 4th of July, I had a bunch of family come up from Arizona. And my wife prostituted out my services and knowledge of fishing and was like, all my family wants to go fishing. Like, how am I going to take like 15 people fishing? So we go to the Spanish Oaks Reservoir. I've never been there. I've only heard stories about it. We get there, it's like a dam on all three sides, other than like this little beachy area on the one end. I've never seen it. Every square foot of the beach area is like taken up, and then it's like cement up before the cobble.
So it's like almost a Willard Bay.
Yeah.
A mini version.
And then there's just like hundreds of people laid out on the cement all around it. So like when I finally get my stuff set up to cast, I'm literally like casting like a foot away from people. It was just like, well,
I'm sure the action was great.
People are just gonna have to get out of the way. So we get like 4 or 5 rods set up, and what ended up kind of working was these little cast masters. So my one nephew, he had one on, and we saw it flip right as he was about to like bring it up, and then I had like 2 other bites, and then this is just literally people everywhere. And I was surprised we even got
any hits,
anything. But yeah, I think there were little rainbows, but
probably without.
And it's smaller than the Hobble Creek.
That
Hobble Creek one, what's called Wayne Bartholomew, whatever. I think it's pretty small.
Okay, yeah. So like at Hobble Creek, it'd probably take you. Well, how far can you cast?
Oh. You could probably cast across at the bare minimum 3 casts, right? Like, or I should say the maximum 3 casts you can make it across the Hobble Creek one.
Okay, so
because we were just there, and I swam in that thing. It was freaking cold, man. That thing is cold, but it's not very big. And there's people casting, like the one side is the fisherman's side or whatever, and the other side's of the beach side.
Yeah, so like 4
they're probably casting a third of the way if they really want to. So you think it's bigger then?
Yeah, maybe about the same size. 4 or 5 casts, you could probably get to the other side.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
Well, let's take the boat then.
We should.
Let's take it up there.
It would take 2 seconds. Hopefully the boat could make it. The trailer.
So what's the plan with the new boat?
We want to make it into like some type of double platform in the back, platform in the front, super basic like skiff type something. I'll pull up a picture to show you guys.
And then what are we gonna do? We're gonna throw a outboard on it, like
throw a tiller, throw a little trolling motor on there, and then we can take that thing anywhere. We can take it to Mirror Lake, take the tiller off, put it in Lake Powell where you can't take the other boats. Put it in Utah Lake, go shoot some carp.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun little...
Yeah, we haven't done bow fishing in a while.
Yeah. So that's fun. I almost got divorced over that boat. It was $400. But it's just this little light old...
it's kind of like a Sea Hunter.
Yeah.
It's got all
It's just like one of our first boats, Betty, that we talked about. It's probably a tad bit smaller. So
yeah, the way it's shaped, it's probably just
but the smaller I think is not a bad thing necessarily.
No,
it's a good thing.
It's light.
It's really light. We could almost hand launch it. It's nice. Yeah, it's gonna be a good boat for the times we don't want to bring the really big boat. So
yeah, plus with the muscles and stuff, we can like switch it out.
Yep.
So if we can't use our other boat, we can just pull that one out. That'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah, so hopefully start cranking out some content.
On just, we're going to do a DOS boat, Dungee style, a Dungee boat.
Yeah, maybe we need to make a whole little playlist of fixing that thing up and taking it out and everything.
Let's take BJ to Spanish Oaks. Let's see if we can't catch a fish out of there. We could do it one of these next nights.
I was going to say, by the way, how soon could you do this?
We need to talk about this. BJ stands for Betty Jr.
Yeah. Betty was our original, like, small little dinky first boat. And so we named this new one Betty Jr.
Yeah.
Hence BJ. So.
It's a great name.
Perfect.
It fits the boat.
It's perfect.
But yeah, I mean, I'm down to go try. Do we have anything to put on it? Are we got a Minn Kota? You're just gonna switch? Are you gonna do the whole switching Minn Kota?
I think I might just get its own
Minn Kota.
Yeah,
just like a small one.
Just a
tiller one. A tiller one for the back.
Maybe we could do a tiller one, but I put it on the front, like on Betty.
You don't want to go the original Betty tiller on the back with the rope or whatever.
Stringed up.
Yeah, we just had a rope around.
More rabbit.
We didn't have the proper mount for it.
More rabbit.
Oh, okay, which reminds me, and I feel bad that we did this at the very end. So, we invited people to send us their trips and things like that. And share some videos and pictures and things like that. And somebody actually did it. So Cody Youngberg, he emailed us earlier this week. He says, "What's up, guys? I'm a little late to the party, but just got done listening to all 4 podcasts over the last couple nights at work. Awesome. So thanks, Cody. I've always enjoyed your content and happy to see you expanding out in the podcast world. Attached are a few photos and fun we've had over the last month. Smalley and Kokanee, I'm holding him for the gorge, so he made it out to the gorge. Yeah, we still need to go.
Yeah, we need to go to the gorge. What are we doing?
I still haven't been.
One of my really good friends, Chell, he's actually like there right now, but he's wake surfing and stuff like that, and that sounded boring, I'm going to be honest.
I'll pull up his pictures. Let's see. Oh, he talked about camp entertainment, so yeah, we talked about that, the one episode. And I hadn't thought about this. He says he would like to bring along a spotting scope for stargazing. There's something pretty amazing about being on the sandy beaches in Good Hope Bay and straining to see some of Jupiter's moons or the rings of Saturn through a spotting scope. The moon is really cool to look at too. Oh yeah.
That's really cool.
We need to do something like that.
That would be cool. Oh, and I saw. Yeah. Okay. So we're sleeping on the boat, right? The one night. And I wake up it's probably like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look to the left. It's over the Henry Mountains,
Okay.
Like past 4 Mile Canyon. And I see like the coolest shooting star like ever. It's like going slower than any other one I've seen. And it's like flaring out and like kind of puttering. And it's like changing colors. And I mean, it just looked like it hit one of the mountains there. Like,
are you sure it wasn't? Wasn't there a comet that just came by?
It is, but it would have been earlier in the night.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Because isn't that comet going pretty slow?
I don't know. I just knew there was one recently.
Yeah.
That came by or whatever, and people were loving it.
No.
Are you sure it wasn't?
I don't think so.
Might need to look that up.
I know one night I was sitting there looking at the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And what was really cool is I was picking out constellations that I've like never seen before. One was the Scorpion, Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept having to call it Cancer because Nixon was on this big scorpion kick the entire time.
Scorpion and snakes. Yeah.
He's like obsessed with scorpions and snakes.
Well, because I was like, be careful.
Because he's a Fitz.
It's like, be careful.
Yeah,
the whole snake.
Everything was. Well, and then I started tying the boat off, and everything was. Oh, there's a scorpion right there, and I'm like, none of that. That stops like right now. But.
Yeah, and we had to like. I feel bad. Like I kind of like gave him like a stiff talk. I was like, dude, like you get bit by a snake out here, like we're in a lot of trouble. Like so, like you just don't even say it, don't even look at it, like you just get away. And I was telling him like you could die, buddy. Like you get bit by a snake out here, we're like 4 hours from the nearest help. Like,
yeah.
Honestly though, if you get bit by a snake at Good Hope, like minimum,
I carry a snake bite kit every time we go.
Really?
Yeah.
Like minimum, you're an
I
hour.
do. No, I mean, I'm not there every time you guys go, but
there's only
I at
so
least
much
carry
you can
one.
do.
Right. All this snake bite kit does is basically
retracts venom.
Right. It just slows it down while you go to get help.
So you just... Okay, so if someone got bit by a snake, we would get them sat down.
Yeah.
Don't move.
Yeah.
Maybe kind of not tourniquet it, but kind of tightly wrap above it between the bite and the heart.
Right.
And then keep it below the heart.
And then pressure.
What this does, it's like basically like a suction cup type thing that you put over where the bite wounds are. And then I have like different sizes. One's for like snake all the way down to spiders or whatever. But it just doesn't let the venom move. So it just stops it or whatever. And that's when you go and get help and stuff for it. So it's just basically kind of a stop.
Because I do know ice. I knew ice is important because ice
can stop the flow.
It does vasoconstriction, so it reduces blood flow to the area.
Right.
So, man,
we better not have to use that.
It's better to have it than not.
It's one thing. I'm gonna actually go home and look it up because, like, man, yeah, you've got at least.
The DWR sent out a few things in the last couple of weeks. They always send out like a warning and then like little tips and advice.
It's like an hour to an hour and a half to bullfrog. You're at least an hour and a half to like where there's a clinic, and then from there you're waiting for a plane, probably, right? That would fly you to Page.
If you can get to Page, and if there's like, if it's during the right hours, then you might like be able to be seen there. But depending probably on the bite, then they would take you somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'd either drive. I'd drive there if we could get there during the right hours, or maybe Blanding.
So I'm saying that you're at least 2.5 hours. From help.
Yeah. Don't overthink. You guys are a little too worried about snakes, I think. Although now I say that, I'll probably jinx the next trip. And I'll be bit or something.
I've never seen. We've only seen
the one or whatever.
A couple gopher snakes, and they've both been in the same like exact cove by bullfrog.
Yeah, what's weird is we don't see a lot of.
Of course, we don't really go looking, but
up on the north. Yeah, that's true.
I know.
Up on the north side,
we should probably be more careful with the kids, like
around the
going up by themselves and going up by like the wood piles and stuff. Yeah.
The only time I
let them do that.
don't mind when they do that is when it's like low water, like say runoff is already coming down and like they're just up where the water was.
Yeah, I'm more concerned
then
with
it's just
high
like,
water.
Right. High water, that's
stuff
a real concern.
Out.
So
that's the only time.
I'm sorry to get us off track. Back to the email though. Was that pretty much it?
Yeah. So shout out to Cody. Thanks for sending us that in. And I told him we'd get him some shirts. So he gave me his size and his address, and he said he'd gladly wear some Dungee shirts. So thanks for doing that, and thanks for enjoying our content. Glad you like it. So anybody else? Yeah, anybody else has photos, pictures, which are the same thing. Trips, cool stuff.
Links to your YouTube videos. Yeah. We love watching like any YouTube
any
videos.
Local YouTube are always interested in
like,
that.
One we've been watching a lot recently and has kind of become like almost an inside joke with us is the You First Outdoors, or is it You First Fishing? What?
Yeah, You First Outdoors.
You First Outdoors, really cool. Really enjoy it. So we love watching local guys.
Yeah. So
yeah, send in even like your YouTube links or whatever, and we love watching that. We love hearing from you guys too.
Yep. Well, finally done after the 69th take.
Yeah, 69th take.